Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
그림자 괴물 뉴욕 3년 전.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
커피를 올려놔 이쪽에.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
앨리스에게 가라고요.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
오, 자세가 좋은데. 제 방에 가야 돼요. 거기에 있지. 이거 달리질 못해.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
오, 뭐야.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
내 책들. 퓨즈를 확인하러 갑시다.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
그렇게 소중한 아내는 없어졌고.
Small town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in
나
my
이제
head.
구하러 가야 돼요. 세라와 대화하세요.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
이 아줌마한테 뭐 있는 것 같은데
Mr. Wake,
뭔가 알고
the
있어요
sheriff
제가.
is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
가보죠.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
저 아줌마랑 나중에 뭔가 해야 될 것 같아. 일단은 세라랑 뭐야? 행방불명.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
얘한테 들어가야 됐던가?
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
안 돼, 안 돼.
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like...
여기서 챙길 거 좀 챙기고. 이게 뭐가 되든가?
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake book. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
가죠.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light?
여기에 원고가 있어요. 맞아. 원고가 있었어.
They don't understand. They won't listen to me.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
왼쪽에 펜스를 지나야 됩니다. 여기 라디오가 있고.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off.
별 내용 아니죠? 저 차로 가려면은
Just one more item before.
이쪽으로 뚫고.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
됐다 됐다. 갑시다. 보안관 사무소를 나가세요.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
콜롬비아 메모드.
And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
러스티한테 가죠. 야, 여길 어제 진행을 했었는데 갑자기 튕겨가지고.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost
얘가
done.
맥스였구나.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
신청서를 가져다
Max is still
줍시다.
groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet.
Seriously,
The form's
Al,
on the
you
desk
can't
across
just go
from the
and meet a kidnapper.
얘 너무 시끄러워.
Situations always
어제도
end up in
시끄럽더니.
disaster.
메모드 반대편에 카운터 쪽에 있죠.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it.
그래, 그만 좀 하자. 그만 좀 떠들어. 여기 있어. 신청서를 썼어요.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
저 철탑을 따라가면 된대요. 철탑을. 이런 얘기도 있었구나.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
그만 가자.
You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills.
오우 시끄러워. 쉬질 않네.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
여기 불을 껐다가 켰다가 할 수 있는데 이거를 끄고 가면은 뭔가 변화가 생기나? 이건 궁금한데요. 일단 켜놓고 이쪽엔 별거 없고요. 나갑시다. 러버즈 피크로 향하세요. 아까 원고 하나 봤었지? 뭐였지? 이게 뭐였는지 모르겠다. 일단 그냥 갑시다. 문을 잠그고 있겠대요. 뛰자.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
여기에 뭐가 있었어. 라디오 말고도 여기에 있어요. 뭐가. 그렇지. 리볼버 타냐?
You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
뭐가 지나가지 않았나?
No plan, really. Just
불 켜고 가. 갑시다. 가자 가자 가자. 오. 오야. 오. 오야. 이거 내가 쓰러뜨린 거야? 여기에도 뭐가 있던가요? 기억이 안 나네. 발차기. 아, TV 맞아. 여기 TV 뭐 나오는데 중요한 내용인 것 같지도 않고. 죄와 벌. 이 책이 죽는 건 아니고. 거울 속의 남자. 별거 아니겠죠? 갑시다 갑시다. 어우야. 아내를 구하는데 저런 TV를 볼 시간이 없어. 재밌는 내용이면 보겠지만. 여기도 원고 있었네? 죽어가는 러스티.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
저 말을 좀 있으면 하죠. 내가 미리 본 거요.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Damn. Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
어서 빨리. 이거 빨리 가면 구할 수 있나? 그런 일은 일어나지 않겠죠? 저 TV를 좀 보고 올 걸 그랬나요? 내용이 갑자기 궁금해지네.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
불을 켜러 갑시다. 이 개 어떻게 됐는지 나중에 좀 봐야겠다. 여기 아무것도 없던가? 가죠. 반대쪽으로. 여기에 뭐 있던가요? 기억 안 난다. 아, 여기 아예 못 들어가네.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
원고를 짚습니다. 어둠의 존재에게 공격당하는 러스티.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
러스티를 살리고 싶어. 저쪽에 원고. 빛이 드는 안전지대에 도달한
At the
웨이크.
last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
나는 안전했다. 여기 뭐가 있었네? 리볼버 타냐? 그리고 건전지.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
내가 갈게. 기다려. 기다려.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
이거는 빛으로만 없애도 되는구나. 뭐 쏘지 않아도. 오, 제발. 오, 이제 잘하는데요? 너무 잘하는데? 어제 한번 했더니 익숙해졌어.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
여기 개 어떻게 됐지 진짜? 개. 개 어떻게 됐을까?
For those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
개 어쨌어? 먹었나? 설마?
The park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never. Closer than 100 yards. Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended.
오지마. 됐다. 어렵지 않죠? 아, 이게 탄이 많이 남네. 이렇게 싸우니까. 빛으로 빨리 뛰어야 돼요, 이럴 때. 탄이 이제 16발 18이구나